But one of the things that maybe we do know, and you mentioned the quarterback play. There are some new quarterbacks. We're going to be talking to a few in a minute. But where let's just say that the narrative around Pac-12 quarterback play is that it's down.
Yeah.
Coming into this season.
That's wrong. So I'm just going to be straight up blunt, and this is not offending anybody playing the game, but when I look at the Pac-12 quarterback, here's my top 6 quarterbacks. Now, we can debate any of the top 6. These are guys that we know will start. Cameron Rising, I think he's a Heisman candidate. Caleb Williams has 7 starts. I think he's a star in this league. Yeah. And you see that list there. I think they're all elite players. The point of this list is not to debate 1 through 6. The point of this list is for all those fans all across the country that cheer for their team in the South, and the Southeast, and the Midwest, and the East. Your top 6 quarterbacks cannot stand up against this list. And I'm not knocking their play. I know a lot of those guys. I've seen them since they were 17 years old. But the reality is this league, when you add in some of the transfers that you saw on that list, Jayden de Laura, reigning freshman of the year offensively in this league. Cameron Ward, other than Caleb Williams, was the most sought-after quarterback in the transfer portal. His productivity speaks for itself. Tanner McKee, he had no weapons around him last year. Now all he has is weapons. Yeah. And I haven't even referenced the Oregon competition. We'll see who starts there. UW's competition. We'll see who starts there. Arizona State brings in Emory Jones. We'll see who starts there. Cal, I love Jack Plummer. I think he'll be able to deal. So my point is the quarterbacks are back. And I'd love to hear any reasoning beyond that. I just don't think it's even debatable, Ash. And I think for this league, it's been known as the cradle of quarterbacks since you played, since I coached, since we've been here, and now it's back.
Yeah, you literally took all the thunder, the lightning, everything.
Because I've been prepping that one.
Because as I looked at your list, I was like, look, that list is amazing. And what's most amazing is the names that weren't on that list.
Exactly.
There are guys who started at Florida, guys who started at Purdue, guys who started at different.
Auburn.
Guy was almost the player of the year in the Big Ten Conference is not on that list.
Yeah. Or Chance Nolan, who played great in big games.
I mean,
absolutely.
It just speaks to the depth and
but not only that, the top 6. Those top 6 names that you had, 4 of them will be playing on Sundays. At least 4 of those names will be playing on Sundays. Like this is, and I think the defenses that they're going to be going against this year are going to be top notch. They're going to be prepared. These quarterbacks aren't just run-of-the-mill quarterbacks. We got to find a guy to play. These are bona fide starters with bona fide reasons to be great this year.
Well, and really, I think to take your point to the next level, just because you're a good college quarterback does not mean you're going to be a professional prospect.
Absolutely.
There are professional NFL Sunday prospects that are on that list that they're going to be fighting over to see, hey, I need to get you in camp. What round can we get you in? And so that's the thing to the next level.
The biggest thing I look at when I look at our quarterbacks and going back and watch them play last year, there's not a lot of flaws in their game. You know, sometimes we'd sit up here and try to manipulate a quarterback, say, well, he's really good running the ball. He's a dual threat guy. The RPO game is his strength. These guys are passers.
Yeah.
They're passers, and they can move because passers are no longer just trees that can throw the ball downfield. It's off-platform throws. Caleb Williams will do things this year that are freakish. Cameron Ward did things on film in spring ball, and I went up there and watched it with him, and I'm like, how'd you do that? Right? And I think that's worthy of 1.5 games. Now, to your point earlier, let's hope they're all in the non-conference. Yeah. See if this league can get over that hump, because last year we know wasn't up to the standard.
And we've got some big games coming up in the non-conference. I'll ask you about that in 1 second. But just to go back to Yogi's list, those top 6, you agree with that list? Is there anybody that you would swap out?
You know, obviously, excuse me, obviously I want Cal, that's what it is. But no, I agree with the top 6. I think those are the top 6, and prove me wrong. If you're not on this list, if you're not on Yogi's list, prove us wrong. Show that you deserve to be on this top 6 list. I'm really excited for Jayden de Laura. I really like the way he plays. I love his style of backyard football. Cameron Rising, I think he's just going to climb to the next tier as far as prolific quarterbacks are concerned in this conference, and I'm just excited, man. It's just like there's so much to be seen, there's so much to discover, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Can I add one little thing when I look at that thing? If you are one of those guys who's not on that list, relax, because the guy at the top of that list didn't start at the beginning of the season.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Yeah.
And when you're not getting the respect you think you deserve, there's something called earn it. Yeah. And just earn it, because it'll be there for you.
Well, there are 2 guys at the top of the list did not start last season.
Yeah, seriously. And the guys that aren't on the list, it's because nobody's said they're the starter.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Like there's really cool conversation around that position. And you're around the country. I'm here for all the smoke. Let's debate our league versus
Prove
this
us
league.
wrong, baby. Prove us wrong. I love it.
Shane, it is always a joy to have you on set. We appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing you in studio and on some games this year.
Of course. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great year for the Pac.